Hello corporate railroad fans, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Corporation Railroad War Civil, which has just released, well, it released last week sometime. Anyway, the development team got in touch with me and asked me, hey Colonel, because, you know, they know me, how do you fancy taking this out for a spin and showing people what's what? I said, okay, so here we are. Right, so we're going to campaign DLC. I've already given it a go. And I'm rubbish at it, obviously, but there we go. We'll start it afresh here. Yeah, start it over. Nice, good, nice, all right. No. So, as is always the case, you get to choose one of three. Happy looking, well, none of them are really happy, are they? But he's got a nice moustache, so he's already in the lead. I'm not so keen on his mutton chops, so he's not in the lead. And he looks like he might be quite popular with the ladies. All locomotives get 25% power and pulling mass, and they use a lot more fuel. Yeah. What about you? Rail laying, and soil excavation cheaper. Track laying's cheaper, right? But loco prices are more. Oh, that's pitiful. But this one, upkeep costs are less. All right, we're going for mutton chops. Colonel Failure Railroads? No, I don't think so. No, instead this is going to be Train Wanger Inc. Obviously, because we're going to wang some trains around. All right, let's go. Right, so here we go. This is the opening briefing that you get here. Good day. Hello. All right. Thank you for everything. Good. Northern states government is concerned about secessional disposition of southern states. Oh, dearie me. And although no one speaks blah, 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 the army has announced a competition for gunpowder supply. Something in here will say, make a bunch of gunpowder. Right, piece of cake, no problem. I got this. Gunpowder, make it. The only problem, of course, is that actually making gunpowder is not that easy. The recipe for gunpowder is you need some coal, some pyrite, a bunch of logs, a bit of saltpeter, and that turns it into gunpowder. So yeah, it's not as straightforward as one might imagine. If that weren't enough, and I'm sure you'll agree, that's quite enough, thank you. We've got three competitors who are going for it as well. Let's hit the old pause. So we're in Scranton. And where's everybody else? Around, I would imagine. Maybe they just haven't declared their intent at the current time. There you go, Whitaker and Bros are out in Portland. Okay, all right, yeah. Did I see another one? No, I know, there we go. Wolf Railroads, easy for you to say, is in Artica, or Utica. No, it's definitely Artica. Is it? Possibly Albany. Yeah, where's the last one? Where's number 4? That's two of them. Where's the last one? There's Wolf. Yes. Maybe they have yet to declare. I'll see it if I see it. If I don't see it, it doesn't. Not that it's really going to make much of a difference anyway. I'm just going to crack on as I ever crack on, which is with a smile and a song. And an awful lot of optimism. So the first objective I've got, frankly, is to make some cash. I mean, I don't think that's unreasonable. So we'll probably go Scranton to Wilkes Barre, maybe Allentown as well, with some old passenger stuff there. Could also chuck some post up that way as well, or at least between Allentown and Scranton, to make some cash. I'm going to stay inside my rivery border, just to ensure that, I'll keep me costs down. Right, okay, let's get some track laying on the go. So, as before, you have to start your track laying from a piece of track that is already connected to your home station. If that makes sense, your hometown. Let's just check this here. Now, your costs will vary, obviously, based on the grade that it's going up, but track laying itself is actually fairly straightforward. And what I should have done is put a station in first. No, the stations already exist. Oh yeah, of course they do. So we'll head in like that. Or do we want to head in like this? No, other way. All right, okay, you want to head in like that, fine. If that's what makes you amused, then we'll take it. So that's going to cost me 28 grand in excavation, 9.5 in rails, 43 notes. Oh, 5k for the station as well. All right, yep, we'll take that. Right, good. Do we want to do both, or should we just get one going? Let's get one going. Okay. All right. Now, one of the main additions that has come in a recent update actually is the ability to set track as 1 or 2 way. So previously I struggled a little bit to get rail flowing properly, but now you can set 2-way rail. It works out a lot better. Right. Let's get ourselves a locomotive. The old best friend here is cheap as chips. Max speed of 40. I get a bonus on that as well, don't I? And the pulling mass is 48. Okay, yeah. Versus the John Bull, where the max speed is 30. But its pulling mass is 62. So I think we'll go with the best friend here. There you go. I know it's rubbish, but we'll cope with it. Add station train wanger. No, you select it from here, don't you? So we're going to Scranton, yes, and we will load up a passenger and a bit of mail, right? And then we will unload a passenger and a bit of mail, right? Apply that. Do we want to apply or do we want to add station? You do apply at the end of the route. And then we're going down to Allentown, so add Allentown, and we will load, predictably, the same thing, and we will unload, predictably, the same thing. Peachy. At this end, we're currently doing a fuel refill is always on the go at both ends, but I need to build some servicing out here so we can get the train serviced each time it stops off. So let's get rolling. Now, I've got 142 grand left, and it does me absolutely no favours at all to be sat on that. Right, let's go level 2 here, and we'll install a new facility, which will be the repair shop, and then we'll talk to old T1 here and make sure that it repairs every time it gets there, because if you don't, you regret it. Oh, also, we're off. All right, hang on. Where's there's an eyeball somewhere. It's over here. Yeah. Can I get a zesty angle on you, please? If we shut that off, there you go. That's about as zesty as I can get. I'm zoomed all the way in. Right, okay, off we toddle. Now this will do enough to make a fair shake of profit, probably. What sort of speed are you currently ripping it at? 33 or 40. That'll do. Still faster than the John Bull, which only does 30 at top speed anyway. Right, let's start looking for resources. We've got a coal mine. Good. Allentown likes coal. Good. What about here? We've got a steel mill, so we could take coal to either and or both. Well, yeah, and we could do passengers from Wilkes-Barre as well. So let's get that hooked up next. Now, you should, I'm not doing it, but you should use active pause for all of this kind of behaviour. Because the old computer opponents there, they give not a fig for your human-based frailties. They'll just build stuff immediately and just kind of go, what? Because, that's how AIs kind of talk. I mean, it's not that A, or in fact I. Yeah, how much was that going to set me back? 15 grand. Yeah. Okay, there's a train on there at the moment. We'll wait for the train to get past. Come on there, dude, get past. Can I upgrade? Can we up the tempo here? Up the tempo. No, this is... None of these buttons you're currently pressing are the up the tempo button. All right, well, let's up the tempo like that. There we go. And then once it's clear of this segment, we'll expand. Right. Okay, right. Go back in my track build. And, yeah, this, please. Yeah. Apparently I have track built it. Really? But it said it was occupied. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough then. So we need this to get onto the duplicate, the dual line, the twin line that we've got here. One thing that it's never pleased with is crossing over the tracks. If I recall correctly, I think you need to use a bridge or similar. That's okay. I can take that. Railroad is occupied by train. What are you talking about? No, it isn't. Do I need to wait for it to get to the station? I'll wait for it to get to the station then. Right, it's in the station. Confirm. Good. Right, so what was I thinking? Well, passengers primarily is we could do passengers out this way because that's got slightly higher passenger count. We could take the coal this way, or in fact that way. But there seems to be up arrow indicating that there is lots of demand. So what? Yeah. yeah, you see, you've not really thought things through any further than this initial caper that you've got going on there, and you just double tracked a heck of a lot of track. So what's it going to be? All right, well let's test the theorem on crossing over the track, shall we? It's a no-go. Okay. All right, so I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Right, let's go like that. Ew. No, that is not crow flying in the slightest. Let's go from here and then go out this way, and it might do it slightly more swiftly. Yeah, go on. Railroad segment's too long. Oh, okay, right. We'll go as far as... I'll tell you what, if we back it up to here, then we can probably go a little bit more straightforward. We'll take that. That's another 16k. So we'll run passengers on that one, and then over here, you get signalling by default, which is quite useful. Right. This is less about building the perfect network and more about building enough track to keep things efficient. So all being well, my original passenger train will remain on the upper of those two tracks for now, and then I'm going to send out two more. So I'll send a coal train out first to run from Wilkes-Barre to Allentown, and then I'll run a passenger line that will go from Wilkes-Barre up to Scranton. Right, and I've got all of this dedicated line available to it, semi-dedicated sort of. There will be some waiting going on, but all being well, over time, it shouldn't be an issue. All being well over time. Yeah, that's a level of certainty you don't get in very many places. Right, let's have a Johnny Bull here, and we'll kick off from Wilkes-Barre. Wilkes-Barre, yeah, I'm going to need another service shed. Load, yeah, load, yes. Coal mine. Right, 1, 2, what do you think? 3? I think you can only manage 3 with this. Yeah, you can only do 3 with this loco. So, yeah, we'll take that. Unload, nout. You could bring some passengers back. All right, yeah, we'll unload 2 passengers. They're not going to... 1 passenger. But they're not going to move at warp speed, but I think they'll probably be pretty delighted to be moving anywhere at all, particularly if Wilkes-Barre is the kind of place that they want to go to. We'll then head out to Allentown, and we will load with 1 passenger, and we will unload our 4, 2, 3. Hold on, wait, they're not the same thing. They want gunpowder, fool. Oh, it looked like the same thing. It's not, it's coal. All right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, get rid of that one. That's it. Yeah? Yes? Yep. Okay. Right. Apply that then, and close. Right now, I'll need to talk to that in a moment, because we're going to need to upgrade Allentown and put a shed on that. And in there we will put the repair shop. Good. And then number 2, you can get repaired every time you go to Allentown. Of course, had I realised I was going to do this, it would have been smarter just to put 1 repair shop in Allentown in the first place. But hey, you know, I did it. It doesn't behoove anyone to plan too far in advance. Now, where's T1 going? T1, show me your route there, T1. Come on, get back to work and show me your route. There you go. So it's sticking on the dedicated track as hoped, and then we're running this way over here. Not entirely sure what's going on there. Obviously, this is just a little bit of pre-mowed grass going on there that we have to drive through every time we go that way. I'm sure it'll be fine. Right, now, 1 more train, please. All of this, of course, is merely the means by which we get a little bit of cash going to fuel further expansion. I should also probably have whatnot. Whatnot? Oh, what's the thing I'm thinking of here? Research. That's the one. I should have research on the go already, but I haven't. So, you know, that's unfortunate, but I think we'll probably make it work. You get repaired while you're up here. Apply. Off you go. Right, good. 3 trains in motion. The first passenger and mail combo has made a little bit of profit. That's good. Allentown hasn't made any money yet, but it's still bedding in. And the new Wilkes-Barre effort has also just headed away. Now, what you can do here is if we go to here and add a note. So this is passengers which is running Scranton down to Allen. Well, that's not Scranton, no matter which way you cut it. Scrun, Allen. There you go. And then it'll tell me what it is down at the bottom, see? As you get more trains, knowing what the heck it is comes in very useful. Let's put the one on here as well. So this is Wilkes-Barre coal. So this is Wilkes to Allen. Right. The fact that it's bringing passengers back the other way, that's a bonus, essentially. And then this is straightforward. And this is passengers, yes. Going to Wilkes to Scranton. Scrun. Good. Apply. There we go. Right, so even if I can't remember what all these abbreviations are off the top of my head, at least I've got a slightly more fighting chance at working out what the heck's going on every time I just look at stuff. Now then, let's get the research on the go. To do that, we need to go to my headquarters, which I left here somewhere. That's City Hall. That's not it. It's the one with the nice red roof. So have we got a R&D department? No, need another room. Okay, that's fine. R&D department. There you go. Right. We could upgrade it, but I'm not going... Well, no, I've only got 60 grand left, so I've got about enough to do maybe one more thing. Now, we could upgrade the John Bull, or we could overhaul everything to use less fuel. That's not a huge deal, but what it means is that they're going to spend a lot less time at each station reloading full of, fuel. Or we could start jazzing up the John Bull to be a lot more effective overall. So, putting max speed on there or a bit more pulling mass, that kind of thing. It all helps. I think we'll go for this because obviously the further we go this way, this then leads to the DeWitt Clinton. A masterpiece among trains, as I think you'll possibly agree. Right, okay, good. 52 large in the bank. Talk to me about earnings. Why is the Allentown coal train not making me a stack load of cash? It flipping should be. We've got three lumps of coal on there. Let's follow it along and see what it does. I'm reluctant to do any more until we've got a feel for these things kind of working out. There we go. See, like little triangular things working just fine. I probably could have done it without the double track in the middle, to be honest, so I possibly wasted a bit of cash there, but what is life without wasting a bit of cash from time to time? Right, in you go. And... okay, that's down to 11 grand in the hole. That's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's not good, though, is it? It's not. It's not what you might call ideal. But it's working. All right, next expansion. The goal, of course, being... oh, hello, what now? I'd like to notify you additional trading opportunities. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, you can basically pick up any good you like from a port city. If it's got a warehouse in there, you can order stuff that isn't necessarily on display. Handy, certainly. Oh, certainly handy, but not something I plan on working on for the time being. Right, what do you got here in Binghamton? They've got a saltpeter mine. Well, we clearly need that, but then it's just passengers and flipping envelopes again. Now, I mean, that could be quite nice as a little jaunt. It might not cost that much to actually get across the river either. We'll have a look. What are you telling me here? Contracts. They want tools, they want cotton, and they want steel. Keep wanting them. I'm not going to do anything about it. The Labour Exchange has got people I can hire at the moment, but I can't because I haven't got an HR department. And you know what? I'm losing no sleep over not having an HR department, so we'll just leave that be. Right, if we just go straight forward, crow fly style, what are we looking at? 44 grand. All right, that's only half of what I've got left. Yep, do it. Now this will give us access to saltpeter later on when we can actually start manufacturing properly, but for now what it offers me is the opportunity for another cheap and cheerful passenger train. Right, add station, Scranton. Yeah. Load up a one of those and a one of these, and then unload a one of those and a one of these. Now, by delivering all of this clobber, we increase the opportunity for it to grow, and so on, which means more industry going on and more cash to be made and all of that kind of jazz, which is super. Right, yeah, grab this, yeah, and one of those. Would it not be sensible to put them the same way around every time? It might. Okay, right, good. You done? Yes. Go. Now, as I upgrade the station, I'll be able to fit more stuff in there. Let's stick a note on this one. Right, okay, you are another passenger service. Although you should be PSXM to represent mail, of course. Going from Scranton to this new place, which can be Bing. Done. All right, in which case I need to rename my train here. If we're going PSXM, be consistent. All right, there we are. Still waiting for profits to roll in here on the Wilkes Barre coal train. Let's check in on research and see how it's going. I've got 9 scientists on this. Oh no, I had one scientist on it. No, put them all on there. Let's not hang around. Yeah, foolish. I should have done that to start with. Never mind. It's okay. It's all good. Right, gunpowder. Well, you're going to need a gunpowder factory. Where is the nearest gunpowder factory? Oh, I'm very pleased that you noted that. The warehouse accepts gunpowder, so I can ship it there to get the job done. Now, it pays very nicely, thank you very much. But what we're looking for is the ability to put all of that together. Now, we've got access to saltpeter, we've got access to coal. You need logs and the other thing, which is pyrite. Okay, so we need to find somewhere that actually will do me pyrite, or I could ship it in. The old forge will do me some pyrite. Okay. Yes. All right, okay, good. He's managed to secure something of note, which is brilliant. All right, well done. Have a reward. Coal got. Salt. What now? You want wood? Deliver 10 carriages of wood to Albany, and you'll pay me 27 grand. No, I don't have access to wood at the moment. If I had access to wood right now, I might possibly be interested. Also, I'm not connected to Albany, so get stuffed. Honestly, they kind of go like, oh, would you mind whipping up something invisible that doesn't really exist in your neck of the woods? And you kind of go, oh, sure. Yeah, that's totally something I'll do. All right, so if we're aiming for over there, you've got a sawmill here. Now, the old forge, I think, we've got Minerva, which will do us the logs. Watertown actually accepts some logs as well. No, it doesn't. It accepts lumber. Oh. So this is going to be quite a significant setup. I mean, look, the AI's already got at least 12 trains running. To say that they'd been given a bit of a head start is frankly an understatement and a little bit abusive at the same time. A saltpeter mine in Old Forge, initial price 65 grand. Yeah, I want that. Let's go to the bank. Bank. Maybe it's in reports. Hold on, pause. I want to pause before this runs out of time. I am prepared to take out some more loan or sell some shares, which I can't do because I need a trading department. Ah, no. Owning a saltpeter mine would be quite handy. Oh, well, never mind. No, I'm over it. Ill prepared for that particular change in events. But it's okay. So, what I was saying is, the next goal should surely be to run, because these guys will take wood, so we could run from Binghamton to Syracuse, and then maybe go via Anida on our way up to both Old Forge and Minerva. You see, get them both, and then just just jack it, bring it on down, and then we need a gunpowder mill where there's one here in Utica, which is a bit of a disappointment. I'm just going to have to go and muscle in there, I reckon, and then start jazzing it. Okay, yeah, we can make this work. I don't know. Anyway, you're going to have to tune in next time to see me making it work, and we'll get through this. This is going to be a 3 and out. You know how I do the 3 and outs. We'll play it for 3 and see how far we get, and maybe it will be a dramatic success. Just as likely, it won't be. But you'll have to tune in to find out. I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back very soon. Cheerio. Alright, what's the skinny? What's the scoop? Well, you know, the new expansion here, the Civil War, it adds a whole bunch of kind of militaristic things for you to go make and distribute accordingly. So there's uniforms as a second quest, you've got weapons in there, you've got gunpowder, obviously not saltpeter, as I keep saying, it's gunpowder. Saltpeter is obviously a component part, and therefore there's a lot more variety to it, and there's themed scenarios and single player stuff to go along with it. There you go. That's the back of the pack sorted. Right, how is it? I like it. I didn't get on so well with it originally because I think I was probably trying to expect. I was trying to expect it to be something else. I wasn't trying to expect it. I did expect it. I expected it to be something else, and it wasn't something else. It is what it is, and it's and if you embrace the right, I'm going to take on these AI jokers and give them what for. Perfectly fun. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, 3 more of these coming up. 3, not 2. I was going to do a 3 and out, but I decided no. So there you go. It's a 3 and out. Okay? 4, and I'm leaving.